The future of the caterpillar is not what's ahead of the caterpillar. I know what it's like. You feel like you're a caterpillar right now. You're moving slow. You living paycheck to paycheck. You're struggling with bills. It's like you're too tired and too busy to even work on your purpose. It's discouraging, but keep working, because the future of you, caterpillar, is not what you're seeing with your sight. It's what's inside of you. There's a butterfly that already exists inside of you, king. Quit letting your job make you believe that what you make is what you're worth. What's going on, y'all? D-Hero here with another video. I want to talk about something deep today. Before I do though, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to get more content, hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified of my future content. So there's this term going around called high value man, high value male or whatnot, and a lot of dudes are trying to achieve it because they believe that becoming that will get you more women, get you more money, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not going to dispute that at all. It seems that the discussion has been more about the fruit of a high-value male rather than the root of a high-value male. And I want to talk about the root of a high-value male. What makes a high-value man? I'm not talking about what comes with it, but what's the origin? What's the beginning of one? And let me start off by saying I don't think the goal necessarily should become a high-value male. I think the goal should be instead of chasing your purpose. And your purpose, in my opinion, is what makes you high value. There are plenty of men that I know that are not millionaires, that don't make six figures, that are stand-up guys in their community. They're respected by the community, and they're honorable men of integrity, and they're good providers. Their wives respect them, the kids respect them, and they have a legacy, and their name carries weight. I understand women want to be provided for, women want to be taken care of, women don't really want to have to work, or some of them don't. But let's talk about what really the definition of value. You know, and when I think about value, the only word that comes to my mind is purpose. The reason why purpose comes to my mind is because we all are put here for a purpose, and your purpose is the thing that you were put here on earth for in order to solve a problem. Show me a human being, I'll show you somebody that was created to solve a problem. Show me a crisis, and I'll show you a human being that was meant to help solve that crisis. As men, we all have gifts, we have talents, we have things in us that can no one do just like we can do it within our lane that was meant to solve a problem. Some of the problems we're meant to solve are larger than others or smaller than others, but we were all put here on a purpose. I look at every man as a seed. We're a seed. And what resides in this seed is a tree. For every apple seed that you have, there's an apple tree that's residing within that little seed. It's crazy. And this little bitty seed, there's a whole tree that's waiting to be busted out inside of it. The seed doesn't have to go outside itself to find the tree, because the tree exists within that seed. All the seed has to do is position itself in the right environment, in the soil, to get the right nutrients it needs, the water, the sun, in order to grow. And eventually it grows into a tree. It produces fruit. And when it produces fruit, there's going to come an investor. There's going to come a crisis that's looking for your fruit to solve that crisis. They're going to become partners. It's like, hey, you know what? We've been looking for this. And they're going to want to invest in the thing that you've grown from your purpose. That's what high value is. High value to me is someone who's walking in their purpose, because in their purpose they're solving a problem that this world needs. And because of that, they're seen as valuable. They're seen as valuable because they're solving a problem. It's not by accident that you're good at singing. It's not by accident that you're good with numbers. It's not by accident that you're good at bringing people together. It's not by accident that you're good at communicating thoughts and ideas on an effective level, on a high level. And what makes you a great orator. It's not by accident that you're good at writing. It's not by accident that you're good at the things you're good at. Your gifts and your talents were put there so you can solve a problem. That's what makes you high value. There are people who are not millionaires, who don't make six figures, but their name opened doors that some millionaires' names can't open. That's what makes you high value. Your purpose is there to show love, to solve problems, to make our society better. Not six figures. There's nothing wrong with six figures. There's nothing wrong with none of the things that Kevin Samuel says that makes a high value man. I don't disagree with that. But I believe those things are the fruit of a high value man. The root of a high value man is him, first of all, understanding and walking in his purpose. And because you're walking in your purpose, women are going to be attracted to you because you're walking in your purpose. You're focused, you're determined, you're driven, you're disciplined, you're not easily distracted, you're consistent, you're persistent. Those are traits that women like. Because you're walking in your purpose, you have amassed a potential wealth. You have amassed a reputation that's respectable. And because that reputation, that woman is going to feel secure because she knows that she's protected in your purpose, because of your purpose. The problem is we think that if we chase money, that's what's going to make us high value. The problem is some of us think that if we get that bad woman, that's what's going to make us high value. A lot of us think that if we get more muscles, those are complementary things. Those are things that happens when you walking in your purpose. I go to the gym not to attract women. I go to the gym because I want to stay fit and strong for my purpose. I educate myself. I read and listen to books because the books I'm listening to are in the same lane of my purpose. I study other YouTubers who talk about along the same things I talk about because that's within the lane of my purpose. I spend 5-6 hours a day after I get off my job to focus on this craft right here because that's my purpose. And it requires sacrifice, but I'm focused and I have a direction I'm going to because I know that what I'm doing is going to solve people problems. And if the more problems you solve for other people, the more they're going to trust you, the more they're going to invest in you, the more they're going to want to partner with you. And that's what makes you high value. Purpose fulfilled is high value in itself. But the problem is a lot of us, we're used to being employed rather than being deployed. Your purpose deploys you to serve others. Your job employs you to live paycheck to paycheck. And a lot of us has become content with just making money and paying bills and having kids, and that's all. I died with a family, and I paid bills, and that's it. Even your purpose dictates what kind of woman you're going to have. Me, I truly believe, and some may disagree, that if you're single and if you don't know what your purpose is, you should not be dating. I think a man should not be dating if he's not walking or at least know what his purpose is. Because what if you get with a woman before knowing your purpose and let's say everything she's about is against your purpose? Your purpose dictates your life. Your purpose dictates what you say no to. Your purpose dictates the business deals you're going to make. Your purpose dictates your time. Your purpose dictates the kind of friends you're going to have. Because if your purpose is over there, then anything that's not going over there, you have to say no to. You don't have time for because you're so focused on your purpose. As men, one of the first things we need to understand is our purpose. Because that's what makes you high value. When you learn how to solve other people's problems with your gifts and you're doing it from a place of love, it's not even work anymore. And while I talk about the word work, there's a difference between your job and work. Your job is what you do to make money, to pay the bills. Your work is your purpose in life. If you want to know where I'm getting some of this material from, I really suggest you go to type in Miles with a Y, Monroe with a U. Miles Monroe. And he has a book called, he has a lot of books that talks about the power and purpose of men, discovering your purpose, and it's powerful. Your purpose. See, the difference between someone walking in their purpose and someone who's not walking their purpose is the difference between having sight and having vision. People who are surviving only have sight. They're only focused on what's in front of them with their limited sight. But people have vision. They don't need eyesight because they dream about the ideas they have with their eyes closed. You don't need eyesight to have vision, but you need eyesight to have sight. And people who live paycheck to paycheck, or people who's content in that rather, they have an employment, sightly mindset. But people who are on legacy, on purpose, on ideas that could change the world, using their gifts to change the world, those people have vision. So just because you may be in a situation that's undesirable, you may be living check to check, you're not letting what you see right in front of you stop you from chasing your purpose because you have vision. And your vision is not determined by your eyesight. You know, a man in his purpose, it's crazy. If you look at a caterpillar, the butterfly already exists within the caterpillar. We just need to do a better job as men of going through our process. Sometimes it requires isolation, going into the cocoon. Sometimes it requires not hanging around the same people. Put ourselves in the right environment so we can hatch open and become the butterfly we were meant to be, walking in our purpose. The purpose of the caterpillar is not to remain a caterpillar. The purpose of the caterpillar is to metamorph into a butterfly. See, the reason I love the analogy about the seed and the tree and the caterpillar and the butterfly is because your future is not ahead of you, but your future is inside of you. The future of the seed is not ahead of it. The future of the seed is inside of it, because inside that seed exists the tree. The future of the caterpillar is not what's ahead of the caterpillar. I know what it's like. You feel like you're a caterpillar right now. You're moving slow. You live in paycheck to paycheck. You're struggling with bills. It's like you're too tired and too busy to even work on your purpose. It's discouraging, but keep working, because the future of you, caterpillar, is not what you're seeing with your sight. It's what's inside of you. There's a butterfly that already exists inside of you, king. Quit letting your job make you believe that what you make is what you're worth. You may be making caterpillar wages, but exist to you as a butterfly. You may be making seed wages a year, hourly, but it exists to you as an apple tree that can produce more apple trees, and you can have a whole forest. And I'm not just talking about money, because to me, currency is more than just money. Currency is about how many people that you reach. Currency is about networking. How many lives have you affected in your last days when you're 89, 90 years old? I want you to be able, and I want to be able to look back and say, wow, I've changed the culture of a whole generation with my gift for the better. King, you were put here to solve a problem. Your purpose was put inside of you to solve a problem. The gifts that you have were meant to complement your purpose so you can solve other people's problems for the better. That's what makes you a high value male. And with that, going to come opportunities. With that, the money's going to come. With that, you're going to have your option of women to choose as your wife if that's what you want. But don't chase the woman. Don't chase the money. Chase your purpose. And in chasing your purpose, the doors are going to open. That's all I got to say. Crown's on. K's up. D Hero out.